Hi, I don't know if I'm doing this right. This is Grandma. She's 22 years old. I'm Carolyn. They call me the New York 9/11 Canadian Angel. And this is Angel. She wants to get in the picture too. Come on up here, Angel. Yeah, come on, here. You can sit up here. So, this is part of my family. Anyway, this is a recording. I really don't know what I'm doing. What I'm trying to do is tell my life story. I write books as well. I'm also looking for a sweetheart who wants to be a philanthropist. I've been a philanthropist pretty well, as long as I can remember. I'll give you a bit of history on me. I'm 68 years old, born March 12th, 1946. I was born in Toronto, Ontario, and if this is a Nigerian scammer that wants to steal my identity, it doesn't matter anymore because I'm so popular on the web. My information is everywhere. So, and kind of like a Hollywood star, you just have to live with it. When I was down in New York, I was a volunteer, and I volunteered for the fire department, lost 25 men, and also the NYPD, which turned out to be a bunch of crazy lesbians, and the cleanup crew that worked on the cranes and the barges there. And my motorhome, I think I was the first RV to ever be, excuse me, I have a broken nose and it likes to drip. It was broken when I was a little girl. Anyway, by my brother who threw a shingle, and it kind of did this boomerang thing where it got me in the nose. And this is Grandma. See? Grandma was born in 1994, and she's blind. And this is my feral cat. And this I call Growly, because when I first got her, all she would do was growl. So, I like my animals. In fact, I prefer animals over people. What I'm trying to do on this video is trying to find somebody who's kind of like me, who's spiritual. I used to be very religious. I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness, and then I switched to Mormonism, and I was attracted to patriarchal systems because I was raised in a family where we were all A-personality kind of families. My dad was the top real estate broker in Canada for 10 years. My grandfather was a vice president of IBM. Our family owned Melrose Tea and Coffee Company. Mind you, I left home when I was very young, and because I just got tired of the control and the abuse. I was offered a job in New York as a model at that time, which I turned down. Instead, I went to Montreal. So the thing is, my journey, I'm discovering is the more I know, the less I know. I'm looking for somebody who has a sense of humor, because I love to laugh. Somebody who will support me in my dreams. My dream is to start worship houses across America for teens and get them out of the city. I want to start in Nevada. And my dream is to use art, music, and creative stuff. I've been told I'm indigo. I'm also dyslexic and ADD, which I call it creative ability, not disability. Pretty well all the top producers, including is it Steinberg? Yeah. Is dyslexic. Einstein, Leonardo da Vinci, pretty well anybody that was anybody. And what I call it is creative ability, because we tend to drive ourselves. And the only thing is, I've never seen my money as my money. I've always seen it as God's money. I had 4 bed and breakfasts in Vancouver, and I'm from 14171 Marine Drive, and a 7,000 square foot house on the beach. And in my neighborhood, there was Tom Selleck just up the road, and then there was one of the Baldwin boys who was a minister. I think it was Stephen. And so what I'm trying to find is somebody who is a bit of an entrepreneur, but is a philanthropist and has the same dream of helping teens. I have a 12-step church, and I'm also an ordained minister through the Universal Church. And the reason I went through that church is because I find most churches, I'm kind of nervous. When I'm nervous, I talk too much and talk too fast, so I'm told. According to my counselor, I hit people over the head with a sledgehammer. And then, because when I was a little girl, I was very shy. I didn't even talk in kindergarten or grade 1. I had to learn to talk because I was so shy. And I overcompensated. And my dad owned, at that time, a garage. We owned a garage with a store and a restaurant. And that kind of helped me. And this is little boy, who's my troublemaker. I should call him Trouble. He steals all my food, cookies. He stole my cheese last night. I'm having to put him in the bathroom when I eat, because if I turn around for 2 seconds, it's gone. And lately I've been putting him in the bathroom a lot because I've training them to use the toilet. So I like my animals, and I was a cat breeder, but I stopped. I moved down here to Nova Scotia because I wanted to start healing centers, so I sold all my bed and breakfasts and everything in BC. And my one house, the 7,000 square foot house, I really miss on the beach without my commercial swimming pool. I miss it. Actually, I used to love washing my sheets in there. But anyway, the thing is that I came out here to start healing centers only to find out that they don't like outsiders. And I've been here since 2005 and trying to sell my stuff, and then I couldn't. And then I was robbed, and then I had a contractor who turned out to be a quote contractor. And when I put him in jail, just coincidental, my buildings got burnt that we were renovating, and my truck got vandalized, my car got sugar in the gas tank. So he was a very angry man. Down here we have the highest arsons in the world per capita. Every time I turn around there's another fire, and you can't get insurance here anymore because of it. But that's sad because it's a beautiful place. I came here because Robert Bateman, who's my kind of godfather, who's my high school teacher, talked me into moving here because his mom was from here. So what I'm looking for is a special person. Eventually I want to get back down to 4 cats. I have 3 dogs now, a Angel, and I have Blackie, who's over there, a Blacks. Yeah, who looks more like a lab. And I have Angel, it's a purebred border collie. The only thing is they inbred her too much. She did kill 2 cats at one time. So I have to watch her because she's really jealous. I've never had animals that are what they call alpha personalities. It's a journey when you got 3 animals. Last week, the 2 boy dogs got fighting over Angel, and I ended up in the middle. That was no fun. But what I'm looking for right now, I'm artistic. I've been a millionaire 4 times. I was the first height painter in the world to work for Dillingham, and I was in Local 138 in BC, which I did because with my dyslexia, I had a real hard time with reading and writing, and I decided to go back to university. So I go to university in the wintertime and make $60,000 in 3 months. And then I bought a lot of properties up north, only to marry a person who was sleeping with his mom. I was only married like 2 months and found out. When I was a Jehovah's Witness, they forced me to marry someone who raped me, and they said I caused him to rape me even though he came through my bedroom window because I was trying to help him. And so I'm learning on my journey. In the past, I did what the male species told me to do, because in the Jehovah's Witness system and the Mormon system, it's very patriarchal. And I was told in the Jehovah's Witnesses you couldn't go to heaven without, there's no such thing as heaven except the 144,000, which my dad claimed to be, but he was I don't know how he got there because he was an abuser. And then in the Mormons, they taught me you couldn't go to heaven without a man, that's why Joseph Smith has so many wives attached to him. The funniest thing, I've been to heaven twice, and everything religion has taught me is a lie. All you have to listen to is that little voice inside you. Lately I've been on the dating sites, and most of them are Nigerians. I'm getting really good at checking them out. I do an IB checker, but I don't know why, because now they've got this new program that they can get rid of their IP. So that's a waste of time. You just have to learn to your gut feeling. And I check their pictures and stuff. So consequently, it's really kind of sad that I have to be